and the talent is trying to pull too many things together.
Yeah. I hear you.
And I think that's what I heard throughout the morning so far.
Got it.
I think that I don't know, Warren. How do you feel about this thing? What does it say to you?
Mm, okay. We're talking about the script per se, right? So
Talk about
basically,
anything you want. What do you think about Etna? I love, I love the script writing. They're just off the charts. You're right, Robbie. Yeah,
yeah, they when I first saw these scripts, actually, these are one of so many other scripts there in the archives.
yeah,
And the first reads are always, it's a bit crazy when you read it out loud, but then when you think about it further, it's a very good very good marketing, the way they do it.
hmm
It's not the typical ad or commercial. It's
yeah,
it's uh,
exactly. Yeah,
it's something that
It
you'll
almost
remember once you it's been aired for after so many years. You still remember it.
yeah.
it's
The recall
it's
is really, really
mhm.
very, very strong for
it's
me.
play, it's playful, but it's sort of like you don't have to do any work because the structure of the way this thing is planned out. I mean, it is meticulously laid out and structured. You just follow along, just follow along with what the scriptwriter has prepared for you,
Hmm.
and you've
Yeah.
got it nailed. I mean,
Hmm.
it's great advertising, just dynamite. I don't know anyone who's doing this kind of stuff.
Well, it is British, so there's that. Maybe
Okay.
that has something to do with it. They don't like dumbing things down over there. I think they're very, when it comes to the humor, the writing of a lot of these British scripts, they really go all out with creativity, I think. But yeah, okay, so wonderful, so great job, thank you so much,
Thank
and
you.
let's move on. I would suggest anyone, please try and do this script. It's you'll learn a lot from it.
Okay. Thank you very
Okay.
much again. Yeah.
All right.
It's a
We're
difficult script for whatever that's worth. It's a very difficult script to
yeah.
sail through.
Okay. So let's see. Who else do we have on the chopping block? We've got Giselle. I don't think we've done Giselle yet.
Can I just say I've been watching
Yeah.
Chris all evening, and he's been doing the scripts, and Mervin has been responding to these things too, and I'm dying to see these guys work. Are they on the ballot or on the?
Well, Giselle is our last one for the day, actually.
Oh, okay.
What?
But if anybody wants
Okay.
to try out any of the other scripts, feel free. Just raise your hand, volunteer, and yeah, let's try it out. Because I'm telling you, doing especially the Etna script, you're gonna learn tons.
Yeah, yeah,
Actually doing it. So yeah. Oh
yeah.
wait, no. So we also have Ali. Sorry. So
Oh,
we'll do
oh.
yours last because it's in
I was
Tagalog.
almost relieved that you forgot. It's lunchtime, guys.
Yeah. We'll make it quick. Okay, Giselle.
Yes.
Okay, Jarek. Yes,
Wait.
we'll do you as well.
My dog. Okay. So
So this is a promo, obviously,
actually, it's an ad.
or an ad. Wait, let me see. This is the worst week. Okay, yeah. I just read it like a promo because it sounds like something I do for Nickelodeon. Anyway,
So it's again, it's from British. It's a British ad.
okay. All right, take it away. Anytime you're ready.
Okay. This is the worst week of Danny Johnson's life. Danny scored 7 own goals at his school football final, a world record, and everyone booed him. And then they dug up the pitch with the tractor. But now, Danny is on his perfect holiday, booked through onthebeach.co.uk. So right now, he's thinking, I'm top scorer. I'm top scorer. That's pretty good. Everything's better on the beach, at all protected. Hi.
Okay. All right. How did you feel about that?
I think. It's kind of everything's. You're trying to turn things around that you had really the work. Actually, this is a series of ads. I just chose this because it's shorter. The other ones are what? So,
Okay. All right. Well, more importantly, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from it being shorter,
Yeah.
what resonates with you?
Well, it's the worst day of this person, of this kid's life, and at least, and I feel that he felt relief after booking his holiday. He's looking
Okay.
on the bright side, even though he scored 7 own goals.
Okay.
So that's pretty.
What does that mean? What does 7 own goals mean?
It's he scored on home court.
All right. Okay.
So it's football, so it's soccer. So he scored home goals.
I don't know anything about sports, so
I think it's a British thing.
No. In soccer, if you hit
Okay.
if you hit the ball through your own goal,
Yeah.
that's your own score.
Basically, he
Yeah.
scored for the opponent.
Yeah, he scored for the appointment.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that-
Sorry.
Oh, that's terrible.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now it makes sense. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's the worst week. How do you do that? 7 own goals.
Okay. So,
Unless he's deaf. Anyway.
all right. So let's really try to create that contrast a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, make it sound really tragic in the beginning and funny at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, because the original is said in a dry, so I want to make it more funny.
Right.
Okay, I'll try. This is the worst week of Danny Johnson's life. Danny scored 7 own goals at his school football final, a world record. And everyone booed him. And then they dug up the pitch with a tractor. But now, Danny is on his perfect holiday, booked through onthebeach.co.uk. So right now, he's thinking, I'm top scorer. That's pretty good. Everything's better on the beach, at all protected.
Okay, much better. Everything. Make sure that you
Thing.
pronounce your ths through also through instead of
Through.
Question.
Yeah.
Yes.
When they say he dug up his own, they dug up the pitch with a tractor. What does that mean?
The
football
pitch is the field, yeah.
No,
don't
like,
know
did
why.
they dig up a grave? Is that what it is?
No,
like
no,
a
no,
fig-
No, Marina.
No, the
No,
pitch is a
figurative.
football field.
Yeah.
Figure.
Yeah, of
I don't
course.
know why they dug up the pitch.
They
Like, is
destroyed
he
it
on a
because of
meta-
his own goals.
They
That's
destroyed
pretty
it.
much it.
Dishonor on this
Meta-
football field.
They
Is
hated it
it
too
a
much.
metaphorical holiday? I don't know. I'm just asking.
No, he's really on
No,
the
he really-
holiday.
You really did go on holiday.
Literal holiday?
Yes. So, so the whole point of this is he had a really bad week, and so he booked himself on holiday,
No, that's a rich
And-
kid.
and he doesn't have a care in the world. In fact, he says, I'm top scorer. I made all those 7 goals. It was my own, but hey, I still made 7 goals.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole point of this.
God, the script.
Yeah. Wait till you see the others.
It's very British,
also,
I guess.
Also,
Yeah.
also, just another technical note, Giselle.
Yes.
You have a pop filter there, but you're talking to the side of the microphone. Why?
Yeah, it's okay. I'll bring it forward.
No. What I'm
Okay.
what I'm saying is to put the pop filter between you and the microphone. You seem to be
Oh.
talking. You seem to be talking like this.
Oh, okay.
But you can
It's-
talk
it's
like
the
this
arm.
because you have a pop filter. You can talk
the
right
arm.
into the microphone.
Okay, it's
And
the arm.
consequently, we're losing a lot of volume.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's try one more time, and this time.
The arm. Sorry. Yes.
this-
Okay.
Okay, so this time, yeah, let's just create more
Okay.
contrast between the worst day and the best. Okay.
Okay.
And the holiday.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ham. Okay. This is the worst week of Danny Johnson's
Pause.
life.
Worst.
Worst.
Yeah.
The
Remember,
the
we're,
T's.
yeah, you're forgetting your T's. You're
T's
forgetting
again.
the THs.
Yeah.
Got to refine that.
Can we do it without the soft voice? Is that possible?
Ah, okay. Okay.
I agree.
Mhm.
Okay. This is the worst week of Danny Johnson's life. Danny scored 7 own goals at his school football final, a world record. Everyone booed him, and then they dug up the pitch with a tractor. But now, Danny is on his perfect holiday, booked through onthebeach.com, .co.uk. So right now, he's thinking, I'm top scorer. That's pretty good. Everything's better on the beach, atoll protected.
Okay, much better. That was much better. Again, you really have to start pronouncing words properly, like perfect.
Perfect.
What else? Perfect. Think
Perfect.
everything. Okay, but on
Ha.
yeah. But in terms of, I know you're a little nervous. I know you get a little fidgety and yeah. I think the nerves get the better of you, but with repetition, I think you got this. Okay, there was some really nice moments there, Giselle.
Can I add one in?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Giselle.
Hey.
So hey. So we've I remember the first time that you recorded, and your accent, your English accent, your American accent now is much improved, like super duper improved. Just one thing. When you say .co, you
.co?
tend to say it with the dot in
Tagalog.
particular.
Okay.
But yeah, it's sort of Tagalog in the sense that it's sort of like the love child between an A and an E. So it sounds like that.
A
If you
dot.
want it to sound
Okay.
more, if you want it to sound more American, you make it the love child of an A and O. Dot.
Dot. Okay.
Dot co. Dot co.
Co. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
that
take
just those little things, but much improved American. We're so proud.
Yeah. Good job. I know it's really more nerves than anything else, but I
Yeah,
think,
it's nerves, really.
yeah. And really, the only way to get over that is one, consistency, practice. Okay, so that you gain the competence, so that you become more confident. Okay. All right, but great job. Okay, and now
Great
it's
job,
Ali's
Giselle.
turn. Ali, this is in Tagalog. So
Hello, aren't you guys hungry already?
okay, I'm gonna bring up this script. Hold on, just give me a moment.
It's Tagalog. Is that okay to Tito Gray and Alan?
I'm actually gonna share the screen so
There we go.
so people can
That-
see it. There we
It's
go.
okay. It's okay, Ali. We got this.
Yeah.
Thanks, Donna.
So Alan,
Alina.
me, and Tito Gray will tune out for a moment.
Well, what I like to do is just listen to the feeling of it, and try to try to ascertain whether it has the right feeling of if I understand what's going on as much
Right.
as possible. But also, you asked about some podcasts that you're doing.
Yes, yes.
so
This is a
maybe-
podcast segment.
Maybe later you can let me know what it is you're looking for. I'm looking at the thing that you sent, and I can't figure out what's wrong with it. So, okay.
Okay, thanks, Tita Gray. I can always message you on Facebook if ever. All
Okay.
right, thank you. Okay,
Anytime
All
you're
right.
ready.
okay. So, start na ba ako? Game?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Marami sa atin, pag binanggit ang Palawan, Philippines, ang unang naiisip, bakasyon, paraiso, dagat. Pero para sa volunteer na si Udo Foster, ang Palawan ay tumayong parehong tahanan at workplace noong nag-volunteer siya sa Australian Volunteers Program. Nagtatrabaho si Udo noon sa Royal Melbourne Children's Hospital nang nakita niya ang isang job advertisement sa isang newspaper. Comments.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. Right now, it's a little. Can I ask you a few questions before we comment?
Sure.
What's the vibe that this? I'm guessing this is some kind of documentary. What's the vibe that this documentary is trying to portray? What's it about? Can you give us a description of what's it about? What it's about?
Sure. So it's a report. It's a human interest report. So it's like a light news or human interest stories for SBS Australia, but targeted to Filipino migrants. So it's, it has to be inspiring, I think, because we're trying to, tell stories that will make Filipinos there happy and inspired. So I think you need to sound, it's like a credible reporter, but at the same time you're telling a heartwarming story, something like that.
Okay. I think you got the credible reporter thing right. It sounds a lot like a Corina Sanchez special. So yeah, which is great. You're actually delivering it very well. There are just some parts na, and this is sort medyo kutkot to. There are some lines that you tend to pause in that, in my opinion, will be better served if you don't pause. Particularly, there were two. I forgot the first one, but the second one was dito sa nagtatrabaho si Udo noon, you paused, sa Royal Melbourne Children's Hospital. I think, and unless the visuals dictate it, I think it's better if you just go through that i-connect
like
mo na
one
lang.
line. Okay.
Nagtatrabaho si Udo noon sa Royal Melbourne Children's Hospital nang makita niya ang isang job advertisement sa isang newspaper.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I would also.
Thank you.
I would also just concern yourself also with the repetitive nature of your prosody. When you say prosody, it's the melody of your voice. Because I mean that happens a lot in Filipino, where we hear the same patterns over and over again. So make sure that you at least provide a little bit more variety.
Okay.
Yeah, just experiment with that. But you're very much in that pocket already. Like the expressiveness is there, the credibility is there, the joy is there. So just experiment with that.
Okay. So I won't lose my job.
You will not. You're doing great.
Thank you. Okay, so should I do it again?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Take 2. Marami sa atin, pag binanggit ang Palawan, Philippines, ang unang naiisip, bakasyon, paraiso, dagat. Pero para sa volunteer na si Udo Foster, ang Palawan ay tumayong parehong tahanan at workplace noong nag-volunteer siya sa Australian Volunteers Program. Nagtatrabaho si Udo noon sa Royal Melbourne Children's Hospital nang nakita niya ang isang job advertisement sa isang newspaper.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, continue, yeah.
Taong 2015 nang natanggap si Udo sa programa at sorry. Can I pick up? Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Okay. One prosody thing that you like doing is the taong 2015 na natanggap si Udo, you have that thing. That's very Filipino, and it's perfect because this is Filipino. But that's one thing that you can change up. Maybe do it once, twice, but not in quick succession the whole time.
Not
you know what I mean?
like all the paragraphs. Okay.
Not
all
like
right.
it will help give more layers to
Okay.
your joy. You know what I mean?
Sige.
So
Sige,
yeah.
sige.
Okay. Go for it. Let's take it from taong 2015.
Taong 2015 Taong 2015 nang natanggap si Udo sa programa at na-assign sa Bahatala Rehabilitation Center sa Puerto Princesa, Palawan. Ang Bahatala ay isang NGO na itinatag ni Dr. Jose Antonio Socrates para magbigay ng libreng orthopedic at rehabilitation services sa mga nangangailangan, lalo na sa mga malalayang komunidad. Kabilang sa mga tinutulungan nila ay mga pasyenteng disabled dahil sa stroke o cerebral palsy at mga batang may clubfoot. Sila din ay gumagawa ng mga artificial limbs at orthopedic braces na nagbibigay ng healthcare para sa mga pasyente.
Yeah. It's pretty much there. Yeah. I guess yun nga. What like what Robbie said, try to experiment a little more with the tonality. Filipino, ito this is just a theory, but I think I'll stand by this. Filipino kasi doesn't have as much like layering and tonal variation as English. Am I wrong when I say that?
I think it does. I think people just sort of default to a set pattern a little too much, and so and what happens is you lose context, you lose meaning. Okay, even if even in Filipino, there is a way to provide context by creating a little bit more variety in the melody of your voice.
Okay, I think I got it. Maybe Ali for this one, for long, especially for long scripts like this, something you can experiment with along with changing your tone is also changing your energy level. Right now you have this really nice bright smiley energy, and for good reason, because that's the kind of like documentary this is, right? But it'll help your storytelling if you don't just stay there, because what tends to happen is if you stay, let's say, if you stay at one energy level, let's say high energy, so the energy that you're in, which is quite high, what happens is at first, wow, it's very the listener will think, wow, what a high energy happy thing, and then eventually the perception normalizes and then it just becomes flat, gets
I
more.
see. Yeah. I think I'm getting what you're saying. It's like the intro can be happy, friendly, but with the facts, it can be more factual, I guess. So like they're
Ang
like
ganon.
parang
Kumbaga
ganon.
kumbaga change up
Yeah,
change
because right now it's sing-songy eh. Parang
Yes,
sing-song.
yes. Which works for a while and then eventually it stops working. So
Yeah.
that's why the change up is important.
Always
Yeah.
operate from the from emotion. Okay, so when you're talking about cerebral palsy and stroke and stuff like that, and kids who have club feet, that's not supposed to be bright and shiny, right?
Yeah. Oo. Parang serious tone na siya dapat.
Yeah.
Agree.
So,
Or
okay.
parang actually you can work on this Robbie, if you can go to the page 2. You can work on that whole change up in these two paragraphs. Ang Bahatala ay isang NGO na itinatag ni Dr. Jose and so forth. Parang what I could, so maybe if I may suggest a way you can do it, you can do that first paragraph as parang uy. So parang okay, I'll try to go through the emotional journey of the paragraph. Parang so ang Bahatala ay isang NGO na itinatag ni Dr. Jose Antonio Socrates para magbigay ng libreng orthopedic at rehabilitation services sa mga nangangailangan, lalo na sa mga malalayong komunidad. So parang wow, that's cool. Parang for me, parang the emotion I was hanging on to there was like, wow, that's awesome, dude. Like, wow, there's free rehabilitation services. And then parang ito na, kabilang sa mga tinutulungan nila ay mga pasyenteng disabled dahil sa stroke o cerebral palsy. Parang meron ng, maybe there you can change it up emotionally by thinking maybe inside na parang, oh man, cerebral palsy, kawawa naman sila. Diba?
Right.
Kasama din sa human interest yun, diba?
Right.
So,
okay.
There. That's
Okay.
one way you can change it up.
May I add something?
Go ahead.
Sure. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I think a good way to approach this is you always kind of come from a point of comprehension. So you change up according to how lines make you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then in terms of so that you avoid patterns in your lines, because every line is different, right? So you kind of because you're comprehending everything, like the line itself, try to point out what words need emphasis, and that will help where the swing goes up. You know what do you get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I get.
Yeah.
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 So let's try it
Yeah.
one more time, and this time, try to pinpoint what the emotions are before you actually say the line. Okay, so first one should be the first line is marami sa atin pag binanggit ang Palawan, Philippines, ang unang naisip bakasyon, paraiso, dagat. Okay, a little bit pensive, a little bit hey, you know what's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the word Palawan? Okay.
Yeah.
But and then switch it up. Pero para sa volunteer na si Udo Foster, whatever, ang Palawan ay tumayo so you get so I can't
Yeah. Magaling naman you can do it.
No, yeah, but create a change there. There's supposed to be a shift.
Yeah. I get it. Okay.
Also, can I point out to the Peanut Gallery that the way that Alina is handling, when she flubs up something, she doesn't get stuck with that. Oh gosh, I screwed it up. I'm sorry. Let me go back again. And I've heard some of you do that. But Alina is basically, she flubs it up and then she just goes back to where she started and goes over again. Usually when you're doing these things, you have tape running or you have some kind of recording going on. And so it's just a matter of editing. You don't want to stop down and say, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I screwed it up. Oh no, everything's going to hell. Don't let it bother you. Just go back and start again.
Don't apologize when you're in a session.
Exactly.
In Tagalog, fight lang.
Yes. Fight.
Yes.
Keep fighting.
Yeah, just fight. Fight lang. Yeah. All right, you go, girl.
All right. Intro. Marami sa atin pag binanggit ang Palawan, Philippines, ang unang naiisip, bakasyon, paraiso, dagat. Pero para sa volunteer na si Udo Foster, ang Palawan ay tumayong parehong tahanan at workplace nung nag-volunteer siya sa Australian Volunteers Program. Nagtatrabaho si Udo noon sa Royal Melbourne Children's Hospital nang nakita niya ang isang job advertisement sa isang newspaper. Taong 2015 nang natanggap si Udo sa programa at na-assign sa Bahatala Rehabilitation Center sa Puerto Princesa, Palawan. Ang Bahatala ay isang NGO na itinatag ni Dr. Jose Antonio Socrates.
All right. Thank you. Again, be mindful of that. Ang Bahatala is isang NGO. You got that thing going again. Yeah, diba? So it's good that you're sometimes go up, sometimes go down. Just play with that.
All right.
And it's Rehabilitation Center.
Rehabilitation Center. Rehabilitation.
Bahatala Rehabilitation Center.
Bahatala Rehabilitation Center. Bahatala Rehabilitation Center.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Rehabilitation Center. Yeah. Not like that.
Rehabilitation.
No?
Rehab.
Oh.
Rehab.
Rehab na lang.
Bahatala Rehab.
Naging Bargas bigla.
Rehabilitation.
Kala kong matatanggalan ng project niyan.
This is on rehabilitation, not rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation. Yon. Thank you, Tita Gray. Rehabilitation. Okay. All right. Where do you want me to? Do you want me to?
And then
we can just take it
on O.
I guess we can just take it from. Wait, son, where do you want it, Robbie?
I think these two paragraphs will. Yeah.
Sige. All right, let's go.
Ang Bahatala ay isang NGO na itinatag ni...
No.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, in this case, kasi you're kind of starting over. So, you're kind of starting over, so pwede pa yan.
But
Sige.
but just as
Ang batala
for the
isang
sake of
NGO.
this exercise,
NGO.
try to change your prosody. Try
Alright.
to change your
Okay.
intonation.
All right.
Okay. Ang Bahatala ay isang NGO na itinatag ni Dr. Jose Antonio Socrates para magbigay ng libreng orthopedic at rehabilitation services sa mga nangangailangan, lalo na sa mga malalayong komunidad. Kabilang
Nice.
sa mga tinutulungan nila ay mga pasyenteng disabled dahil sa stroke o cerebral palsy at mga batang may clubfoot. Sila din ay gumagawa ng mga artificial limbs at orthopedic braces at nagbibigay ng healthcare para sa mga pasyente.
That sounded much better. That sounded a lot more varied. That's great. Ang kot-kot ko lang dito is yung where is that clubfoot thing? Okay.
Second.
Mga pasyenteng disabled dahil sa stroke or cerebral palsy at mga batang may clubfoot. Parang you kind of ended your the tone, the way you structured your delivery was that nag-end yung idea mo ended at stroke or cerebral palsy, and then biglang, oh, by the way, mga batang may clubfoot.
Yeah.
So what would you suggest? Tuloy, parang should I read it straight one line?
If this was me and if this was me, pero you don't have to imitate it. Pero if this was me, I would go, kabilang sa mga tinutulungan nila ay mga pasyenteng disabled dahil sa stroke or cerebral palsy at mga batang may clubfoot. Doon sa cerebral palsy, I'll add that subtle hang.
Yes.
All right.
That subtle hang.
Or make it kabilang sa mga tinutulungan nila ay mga pasyenteng disabled dahil sa stroke o cerebral palsy at mga batang may clubfoot.
Pwede rin.
Right.
So,
that's good.
Yeah, so be mindful then of where you close your idea, and where if I guess you can ask yourself, is this the best place to do it? Going back to what Jula said, parang it's about the comprehension of the thought.
Yeah.
So, yun. So group it in your mind. Group it appropriately in your mind. And then that's it.
I think it makes perfect sense to, the comprehension and, changing the tone a little bit for every, it depends on what the words are or what the storytelling is. So thank you so much. Super big help. I won't lose my job. Thank you.
Yeah. Ali, question. Did you write this?
Yes, I did. I wrote the article and then the script, and then we're also supposed to voice it. So that's the agreement with the company.
It's very well written. Good job.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very well written. The ideas
Ali's
flow
an
very
author, guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's got a book out.
Yeah, and also your organizer of the very first VO Pro workshop, 2018.
Yeah. All of you who were first there back in, gosh, that was 2 years ago already.
2018, yeah.
Yeah, she was the brain, the mastermind behind it.
No, not the mastermind. You're the wind beneath the wings of Vocalliance.
I was really looking forward to part 2 of that.
Well,
yeah, we can do it via Zoom.
You can do it right now. Joke lang.
But so one thing I think the big takeaway here is be very aware of the patterns you make, because sometimes we just sort of like have this programmed way of saying things, and then we just throw in the words without really thinking about meaning and context and circumstance and all of that kind of stuff. So don't fall into that trap. Don't let words just fall into your prosody. Okay? Let the prosody emanate from the meaning of the words.
Yeah, Jula makes a very, very good point. That's applicable not just in Tagalog, but anywhere, everywhere.
Any language.
Absolutely, yeah.
All day, every
Absolutely.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't understand the language, obviously, and I'm very familiar with the rhythmic way of speaking and things like that. But as long as you understand the structure, the purpose of each thing, where to me, it seemed as though you were setting out what the problem was or what the situation was, and then you were inviting people to meet this doctor who was involved with the process. And if it's told in a story, you know, you're inviting people into the story, and I think that would reach the purpose of what you're seeking, rather than reading words that may sound pretty but have no meaning.
Correct. So it's really the difference between, you know how a news broadcast or a news piece is read and a
Yeah.
story is told. Those are two very different things. One is supposed to be done in a very neutrally, or an emotionally neutral way, and then the other one is just packed with emotion. And so if you're trying to go for,
I think there's something in the middle too, my friend.
yeah, there's something in the middle. Yes, absolutely. If you're trying to go for a reporter type of delivery style, then maybe, yeah, what you did was okay, but I would still want you to put in a little bit more emotion. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
Story
right?
tell. I mean, tell a story. It's a great story. It really is. I think.
Yeah.
From what I got out of it. Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you so much. I hope for the next podcast I'd be, more easier or more engaging to listen to. So I felt I really didn't do well and it didn't deserve to be published. So that's why when there was an announcement in Vocalliance that there's a workout, I was so happy. Thank you.
we're
Right.
glad.
I mean,
Yeah,
go ahead, Jonah.
we're glad to help. And I mean, don't beat yourself up over it. I mean, everyone has their day and has that day, and you just build up from there. So
And we are our own worst critics. So
yeah,
so I always feel the same. I always feel the same way. When I hear something that I've done, and I keep thinking to myself, I could have done it better.
yeah.
Or in hindsight, I realize, oh, I could have done it this way instead. It's that's normal.
Yeah, it's part of growing as a as a voice talent and as a person. Yeah. So yeah.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And again, we're all learning. We're all trying to improve, and we all learn from each other. Every mistake that we commit, everybody else learns from as well. So I mean, that's why these sessions are so invaluable, because we see ourselves in each other, right? And so yeah, if well, it's 12:41. it's time for some of us to go. I have a meeting at 1:00. If you guys want to continue, feel free to do so. But I gotta head out. I want to thank Alan for joining us today. I know it's been like
Thanks, Alan.
2 months.
It's great to see you, Alan.
Yeah,
Jonah, it was wonderful listening to you. I was very impressed at your direction. Nice work.
Oh, thank you. That means so much.
and to everybody else, yeah, marvelous job. Again, we have all these little wins, that we have every time that we do these sessions. Even if we don't always get it right, trust me, because it is a process, right? The more you learn, the more you practice, the better you'll get. That's just
Okay, so how do you deal with that situation where you say, "Oh, I could have done it better"?
just move on.
You just
You just use whatever lesson you learned from that experience, and then
Move
apply
on.
it to the next to the next thing.
Are you build calluses in your mind. You just fail 1,000 times and then eventually it just goes and then just move on. You're just building calluses. I mean, every voice talent worth their salt has been through a bajillion failures. It's just part of the job, man.
Yeah.
Like
As
like
I wanted to make
Yeah.
sure that some of the folks that were new to the craft understood that was how you deal with it.
Right.
It's going to happen.
Also, you want to get to that point where you listen back to it and you think, "Oh gosh, I could have done it better." You want to be your own worst critic. You want to get to the point where you listen to it and, "Oh, I could have improved it here, or I could have done this, or I could have done that, and hopefully maybe you have a second or third take that you can do all of that. But you know, you don't want to be like Donald Trump and say, oh, it was perfect, when it wasn't.
Yeah.
so
It just means you're growing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, and the fact that you can look back and see where you could improve, that's a good sign already. So that means growth. So yeah, awareness, awareness, self-awareness, recognizing your deficiencies and your shortcomings, all those things, it's all part of the process. So thank you so much for joining this morning. I'm sure all of you are hangry already, so go ahead. Let's call it a day, and see you next week. We'll do another morning VO workout. I hope you guys don't mind. I let's make this a habit. We'll see if we can also provide something for those who can't make it in the mornings, and we'll probably do another one at night. Maybe Jonah can take care of that. Maybe Gray. We'll spread out. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for your courage and for waking up early. For waking up.
That's
for
right.
waking up relatively early.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I usually wake up at 1.
Yeah. And Alan, have a great weekend ahead, man.
Have a great weekend, Alan.
Thanks,
Okay.
Alan.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everyone.
Thank you,
All right.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you so much.
Rock and roll to the world. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Jonah. Thanks,
People are gonna
everybody.
be
Thanks, Tito
People are
Gray.
gonna-
Thanks, Robbie.
Yeah, bye. Guys, I really have to go.
Aloha. Bye-bye.
I gotta work.
This is not gonna be one of those sessions. I have a
He's
meeting.
he's not gonna fall for it. He's not gonna fall for it.
But I
Bye,
want
guys.
to so badly. I want to stick around so much. Believe
You
me.
know you want
I
to.
know.
We'll have a
You
Zoom
know
session
you
after
want
this.
to.
Yeah, you can. You can.
After. But I work out first. Eat and work out.
Yeah.
Eat
Yeah.
first. Let's
I don't
eat
have time to
first.
work out yet.
Let's eat.
I want to
Before
sleep.
Robbie
I want to sleep. Anyway.
Yeah.
forget-
Thanks, everyone.
Jonah, how's your day going?
Oh, I just finished. Wait, you're
Yoga.
talking to me, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I just finished yoga, so that's why I was late. So
Kamusta,
yeah,
Alan,
so
Derek?
Okay
Mervin?
naman.
Yeah. Sorry we couldn't get to you in the.
No, it's okay, bro. I made a mistake. I didn't know that we were doing like TV season ads.
Oh, any. We're.
Oh yeah, character stuff then.
Jerick, your voice is
Your
weirdly
voice is
low.
different.
Yeah,
Jared,
it's
your-
weird. It's
your
weird.
voice.
It's weird.
Oh, what happened? There, nagkaroon na ng bass. How about now? Sige, try